Oh, sorry. See, I just burped.
Good evening. How is everyone doing tonight? This evening we have Li Jackson, who is an award-winning executive, a socialpreneur. She's also the co-chair of Juvenile Justice Impact and is on the board of directors for Juvenile Justice Impact. How are you doing, Li?
Hello, Dr. Susan. How are you? I'm good, thank you.
Tonight we're going to be talking about how she's involved, her company, Rething Worldwide, how it's played a role in juvenile justice impact, and the impact that it has had, the positive impacts that it's had on our community. Thank you again so much for being a part of this evening.
Absolutely. Very excited to be here, and we just finished our third Juvenile Justice Impact Gala.
Yes, we did.
And I'm excited to have been a part of it, and will continue to support Juvenile Justice Impact. A little bit about my company is also a nonprofit organization, Rething Worldwide, which you can go to rethinkworldwide.org and learn more about it. And we partner with other nonprofit organizations like yours. And what we do is really focused on ending single-use plastic, but there's a little bit of a difference in what we do. Is the fact that we partner with companies that have the same values, mission, and vision like we do as a company, which means that we educate youth. We are all about the youth as well. And how it fits really well with Juvenile Justice Impact is that, we create prevention programs that will keep them off the streets, per se. And we educate them on not only about sustainability with the planet, but also with the people in it. That you should not only care for the planet, but you care for the people, which is really important.
That's really important. So what we did on April 17th and April 24th, actually Rethink Worldwide sponsored two of our prevention programs, and the one on April 17th was about upcycling items that you might have in your home. Like we had someone there who his name is Frolace, and he was showing all the youth how to paint sneakers or do different things with the items that you have at home to make them look better and reuse them. And Rethink Worldwide sponsored that. And then the weekend after that, we got the approval through Donche King, through the Attorney General's office for the Nevada State Parks and Recreation. And we literally had, I'd say, at least 70 people that all went up to the Valley of Fire. And we did a cleanup, and Rethink Worldwide sponsored that as well, and it was a huge success. Everyone had a great time, and we got to teach the youth about sustainability, and we had a great time.
We really did. That was one of the best programs I think that we did. Love working with the kids, and they learned not only about how to clean up trash, obviously, but learned how to take off graffiti off of the mountains. If you remember that, on the stones.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. And then they also learned about nature. The national park got involved, and the security and the people there were teaching the kids about how to prevent fire and things like that.
Yeah, we had the police athletic league showed up, and those are just two small examples of how Rethink Worldwide and Lee is giving back to the community, but they weren't really small examples. I take that back. They were huge, because, the one that we had on April 17th, if you see the pictures, you can see them on the website, how many kids were involved, how many of the adults were involved, parents came, kids came, supporters in the community came, the Las Vegas Metro Police was there, so many people.
Yeah, I think the partnership is definitely great, right? We've worked with St. Jude's Ranch for Children as well. And anytime other nonprofit organizations want to partner with us, what we like to do is we provide products that are made out of 100% recycled plastic water bottles, whether it's shirts or bags or whatnot. We would partner with them, create the design, and then a portion of those sales will go towards the organization's work and things like that. So
Yeah. So, for example, what she's done is, like, for example, like at Wine, Women, and Shoes, which is an annual event through St. Jude's. She had her ranch, St. Jude's
Ranch for children.
Ranch for Children. She had her T-shirts for sale. They were really, they were really cool T-shirts, and a lot of the proceeds went towards St. Jude. And so, what she's also done with Juvenile Justice Impact is the same thing. So, Rethink Worldwide has always been a lot about giving back to the community in ways that, is very unique to her company.
Yeah, I think the biggest part is what we want to do with the youth is to really empower them. And we teach them about, the talent that they have and develop that. And the thing with Froley is he started the sneaker company when he was 14. He's now 17. And he makes money from it, right? So it's
a lot of money.
Which is really good. I mean, he has his Instagram. He has a huge following. And I think the kids really loved that when we had that workshop where he painted the sneakers and taught them how to do it. We actually purchased, sneakers for the kids, and they were able to be creative, and we did a little contest.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
So it's really cool, because they competed, and it gives them, things to look forward to and to be really creative. The title, what we did, and which was not only during that event, but we did with other schools around the city of Las Vegas, and what we call it is like turning trash into treasure. So, you can find a lot of things. What we did with the fourth grade, I can't remember the name of the school right now, but it was an elementary school where our creative director actually went in and gave everyone plastic bottles. And these kids were able to paint it. And they were so proud of their work. They were able to take it home and,
Nice.
show it to their parents. They put it on wherever in their rooms and things like that and show up to each other. So things like that the kids can be really proud of and be involved. Not only are they learning about how to save or how to help with the environment, but to really think about some of the things that they can do for the future and how they can make money, starting at a very early age.
And what we're doing with Juvenile Justice Impact and partnering with Rethink Worldwide is we're just giving youth a different outlook.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had the enormous opportunity to do these workshops mostly at the Richard Steele Foundation, and he's opened up his doors, and I can't tell you how many youth that he's told me about that he's been able to keep off the streets and keep out of these facilities, and the work that he's done has just been incredible. So they have a classroom that's, like, say, behind the gym. It's pretty big, and that's where we've done all of our workshops.
Yeah, so far.
And we've had mental health workshops, sustainability workshops, like the one, where they were painting the sneakers. That was more like kind of art, but still teaching about sustainability. We've had healthy minds, and so many more. And now that we're going into another year, another fiscal year, what we're going to do is we're going to be planning on doing programs with anti-bullying, stress management, time management, healthy eating, and just so many more. And we're so proud to have Rethink Worldwide as a part of it because they have had a huge impact, in everything that we're doing.
Yeah, and I'm really appreciative of the partnership with Juvenile Justice Impact and what you're doing with your work. And I think this is much needed, here in Las Vegas. There's definitely a lot of youth, just growing up, I remember, kids after school, right? There's it's that time period from that 2:30 to 5:30 or 6 when the parents are not home. And a lot of them are, maybe left home somewhere or not under parents' supervision. So we definitely want to create things that will not only keep them busy, but give them ideas on how they can create their own future, right?
No, that's incredible. I mean, can you tell us a little bit more how you came up with, where did Rethink Worldwide, how was it founded, what interested you in founding it, and where did the idea come from?
Oh gosh, well, I'll say my husband's company, Rethink Fabrics. He acquired a company with his partner, Rethink Fabrics, which they are a manufacturer company, and they create apparel made out of 100% recycled plastic water bottles. And so that was in 2017. We moved to Vegas in 2015, and he acquired that 2017. in 2019, I launched Rething Worldwide. It all tied together because me coming from Asia, I always loved the ocean, and this might be a little bit off topic, but it's when I woke up one day. I was only 6 years old. We were in Bali. I woke up into a sea of baby turtles, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was only, I think, 5 or 6 years old, and I watched these turtles fight their way to the ocean, like they were swimming or crawling their way to the ocean. And what I learned is that 1 out of every 1,000 turtles survived to adulthood.
Oh, wow.
And one of the reasons, or the main reason, is that not only there are a lot of predators, right, that try to eat the turtles, but it's very hard for turtles to survive as it is with predators. But the things that are in the ocean, one of their favorite foods is actually jellyfish. And, the plastic that we use, grocery bags and things like that, when it gets to the ocean, they look like jellyfish. So they would eat that. And plastic straws as well. Those are like the 2 worst things that could be for turtles. Anyway, fast forward to now, it's kind of crazy how my husband ended up, purchasing a company with recycled plastic water bottles. And the fact that it ties to what's going on in the ocean and how it's killing all these sea lives, it's pretty sad, right? So one of the reasons why I started that is that I really wanted to help end plastic pollution. And, if we don't teach the youths now, how are they going to find out about it? So this is where, education is really important. And I think that today's youths, especially the generation Y, Z, they care about the planet. They care about the environment. And we have to teach them, not only about saving the planet, but the people is really important too, and they're the people. We have to invest in the youths, teach them things, and so that they will have a better future, not only career-wise, but
environmentally,
a place to live.
Yeah.
So.
No, and her company, if you definitely get to her website, Rethink Worldwide, and it's really fascinating how a plastic bottle can be turned into
Shirts.
a shirt. And quite honestly, I mean, I have a few myself with the logo on it, and they feel like a combination of like silk and cotton. They're
pretty soft.
I was shocked because I was like, oh God, okay, we got a t-shirt made out of plastic. I'm like, what's this thing going to look like or feel like?
Right.
And but if you look at the whole process of how they're made, it's fascinating. It really is. And I think the kids really got out of the youth that have been in these workshops are like, wow, really? Like that used to be a plastic bottle?
Yeah. No, and it's always fun and great when you're able to teach kids new things, right? They get excited about new things, and then they can share it with their friends, and their friends share it with other friends, and that's how we can educate the world, right? And we get the youth excited, then the parents will get excited too.
Yeah, it definitely is a trickle-down effect, and
yep.
And this is a really cute picture. Is that you at we're looking at her website right now that she has up on another screen, and it looks like a classroom full of youth. Was that something that one of your programs that you did?
Yeah, so we did that in one of the schools in, forgive me for forgetting the name of the school, holy cow, but it is in Las Vegas, in North Las Vegas actually.
Oh, nice.
So these are 4th graders, and that's Jarrell, Rethink Fabrics creative director.
Oh, nice.
And he taught them about how to upcycle plastic bottles and turn it into an art piece. He's actually an artist, and we provided all the paints for them so that they can do some fun things in class and do a little show and tell and take it home and show it to their parents.
It looks like everyone's having that's a great photo. It looks like everyone's having a great time.
They had a great time, and they're so proud of their work. And, while learning about upcycling, they also learn about the environment.
So what else do you have with 2021 coming to a conclusion, what are some of your goals and some of your visions for 2022? God, can you believe it? 2000.
I can't believe we're 41 days away from 2022. Yeah, the one thing that we have upcoming is in March, March 19th and 20th. We're going to be doing a 2-day event for youth. It's a talent showcase.
Oh, nice.
And that's going to be a Rethink Fabrics sponsor event. And yes, we are looking for sponsors for that as well. And we're going to be showcasing kids' talents and businesses 19 years old and under.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be on rethinkworldwide.org, and we'll have more information about that
And
in the next week.
We'd love to be a part of that, and I'm sure we'll have some sort of
some collaboration for sure.
Something. I'll get a phone call.
Absolutely. So be expecting that.
And that's the thing about everything, that we're doing is, the community has come together in such a strong way. I mean, not in a million years what I had thought previous to founding Juvenile Justice Impact, that we really do live in an incredible community. So many people have come together on so many different levels, whether they were coming to just share their time to support, or they were sponsors, or just opening their doors for us to do workshops, and just so many people that have donated so much to make these workshops and the gala a success, because they see that it's affecting the youth that we have today, the at-risk youth and underserved youth and their families. And this is what we have been doing, what we're going to be doing, and we're just thinking about other ideas to really think about what programs are going to be the most effective. And so we're going to have a great year coming up. We're having a big planning meeting tomorrow afternoon at 1. And we're going to set the stage for the new year coming up. And we're thinking about we're sitting here next to a pile of over 100 backpacks. And they're going to be bags of hope that we want to distribute to the homeless youth. We want to have a toy drive, a coat drive, and just so it's not. So during the year, we're giving back to the community and doing special things for the community that is supportive. And then outside of that, of course, we're going to be doing our workshops for the youth and planning for the next gala.
Absolutely.
So, is there anything else that you would like to discuss or highlight about your awesome company?
No, I think, please support. We do support Juvenile Justice Impact quite a bit, being on the board. But my program is also similar but different. And please support Rething Worldwide by going to rethinkworldwide.org. We're also on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram at Rethink Worldwide.
And you can find Juvenile Justice Impact at www.impactjgi.com. And you can also email us at juvenilejusticeimpact@gmail.com. We'll love to hear from you. If you would like to be a guest on the show, definitely shoot us an email. And we'll see where you are and how we can fit you in and keep these podcasts going. And so far, they've been a huge success, and we're looking forward to making an impact on our community. So thank you so much, Lee, for your time, your dedication. She's done so much for the past few galas, and her work ethic is just bar none. So I'm proud to have her in my life as an incredible friend, and every other level, all the other different levels, that, with the board of directors, the co-chair, and she's just done so much. And she really is one of the kindest, sweetest person I've ever met, who's really just dedicated into what she's doing.
Wow, that's such a nice thing for you to say that. I really appreciate that, and I've enjoyed our partnership and friendship, and I am excited for your podcast. This is great.
Yeah,
and
it's coming together.
Juvenile Justice Impact is only going to get bigger and better, and we appreciate everyone's support out there. So this is really some exciting times and exciting things that are happening, and just excited for you overall. So thank you for having me on here.
Thank you. I'm very proud of you and everything that you've accomplished, and we look forward to collaborating in the future. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Bye.